Well, greetings, everyone. Welcome to this week's Montyman's Meditorial. I've entitled The Qualities of a Sponsor. Well, first of all, for those of you who are wondering what we mean when we say sponsor, here's the skinny. In 12-step programs, a person in recovery from whatever is encouraged to get a sponsor. A sponsor is someone a person can be accountable to. Someone who has a working knowledge of the 12 steps, has had a spiritual awakening as a result of those steps, and can guide the newcomer through the application and implementation of those steps in their daily life. A sponsor is someone who is honest and has integrity. There are qualities in their life that the sponsee admires and looks up to. And although a sponsor should never be deemed higher or better than the sponsee, a sponsor is a mentor of sorts. Well, I hope that helps. Well, those who claim membership within a 12-step fellowship, who are indeed working an honest program of recovery, do stand apart from our society. We are different. We are the exceptions to the unhealthy world in which we live in today. Or at least, we should be. Some of us come to a point in our recovery where we find it very important to be of service to another by becoming a sponsor. Unlike the sponsors of old, most of us didn't ask for the job. We were approached by a prospective sponsee, a newcomer. Well, if you are one of those people who said yes to the call of sponsorship, let's count the cost, shall we? Whatever you may think a sponsor should be, one thing is clear. Sponsors are different folks. Not better folks, just different. I'm not talking about achievements. Performance is important, but too many people base their value and worth on achievements. What's more important is character. Consider the following qualities for yourself first, and then as positive goals for your prospective sponsees' lives. Number 1, integrity. Our actions need to be consistent with our values. Integrity means we can be depended on. We're trustworthy. We do what is right in accordance with what we believe. Number 2, credibility. Credibility does tie into performance. It's earned by constantly doing our best, being faithful, and following through. Then others will know that they can rely on us. To the newcomer, being able to depend on their sponsor is critical. Number 3, responsibility. This is a trait we would all love to see in our sponsees, right? This is reflected by commitment and a willingness to do what needs to be done even when it's uncomfortable. Recovery is not about comfort, either is service. Recovery is about growth. Number 4, dependability. Follow-through. Dependable people can be taken at their word for what they say they will do and will get it done. They are willing to jump in and act before being asked. They take initiative. And number 5, tenacity. Tenacious people don't quit. They hang in there. They stay committed. Now, do these character qualities fit with who we are at all times? Well, perhaps not to the letter, but they do need to be a large part of our focus as sponsors. I know that some of you listening to this are not in 12-step recovery and might think that all this doesn't apply to you. Well, think again, my friends. If we are going to make a healthy difference in a very sick society, we are going to need to have these character qualities as high priority in our lives, each and every one of us. My suggestion? Don't spend so much time dwelling on your character defects. Start moving towards developing character qualities. When we do that, we are living in the solution and not in the problem. Dear God, today I will continue to remind myself that to share in another's success is a blessed gift. As I sponsor and am sponsored, I will reflect upon the great responsibility this service carries. I will continue to pray for my sponsor and to ask you for guidance as I sponsor others. Amen. Well, until our next Meditorial, this is the Montyman, and I am wishing God's perfect serenity for you.